What's going on, guys? It's your boy Andy Matrix, and today I am going to show you, I'm going to give you the three tips to work on Clip Studio Paint to work efficiently, and some tricks to help you with your line art. Right, so what you see here, this is my my little Sarada. I am a Naruto fan, and I really like her character design, so I decided to draw it and paint it. Now, of course, I have this is actually a painting I did of her, right? And it's actually a painting I did here, and we're not gonna be talking about this today, obviously. So we're gonna be talking about line art. So let me just erase these layers. As you can guys probably guess, I am a Naruto fan, anime geek. And alright, so let's go ahead and look into these tips. Why am I getting so many pop-ups here? Dang it. Alright, so the first trick, it is going to be the vector eraser. So I am actually here on a vector layer. And basically what a vector is just kind of like this. If you guys ever use Adobe Illustrator, vector lines, they have like points. So whenever, let's say I take a pen, right? I take the pen tool and I make a line. So these lines can be adjusted, right? They have points. And so let's say if I do, let's say I do a heart, I don't know, I do something like this and I use the eraser, right? So the eraser tool helps you eliminate certain lines. So you see, I'm gonna erase, and it just erases the whole line once I just swipe the eraser over, right? So if I go like this, it erases that line and you leave this circle inside. So this is a really cool tool because it helps you save a lot of time. Let me go ahead and erase this. I'm gonna show you guys how to do this. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys how to do this. It's a really cool tool because it just helps you save a lot of time. And the way to adjust it is, so the first thing we're gonna do, let's say I'm gonna go over here, and I don't know, I want to do something to, I don't know, I'm gonna give her like a piercing. Instead of that piercing, let's say something like this. Hold on. It's black ink. We're gonna give her a piercing, right? So let's say, I don't know, something like this. Right? It's got piercing, maybe it's a little too big. I'm just using this as an example. Right? And then I'm gonna use the eraser tool, so we're gonna go ahead and switch over to the eraser. Once you choose the eraser tool, you're gonna go over here to the tool property, and you see all these options here. So these options here for the menu for the eraser. So it's got hardness, brush density, and it says vector eraser. You got these options here. So we're gonna go with the one in the middle. And what this does is that it basically tells you what type of lines to erase. And we're gonna erase kind of like the in-between lines. So you're gonna leave it right there in the middle. When you hover over, it says eraser up to intersection, right? So we are going to, I'm gonna go ahead and erase this. Yeah, look at that. See, it erased that, and then I can actually go ahead and make like a thinner line here to make this, like, I don't know, lip ring. It does not look cool. It does not look cool. I'm gonna go ahead and erase the whole thing. And this is really cool. So let's say if I go into the eyes, for example, and I wanna do some kind of like bubble work here, some like eye glare, and I do another circle here, right? The eraser tool, the vector eraser, you can kind of, you know, when you swipe, but I'm gonna do it one more time. So you see, you swipe kind of like inside the circle, and it erases that middle line. It erases the lines that you don't want. Look at that. Look at that. Wow, that is absolutely amazing. And again, it just saves a lot of time. So this is the vector eraser tool. That's the first tip. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is the this is something I forgot to mention. When you're using the vector eraser, you have to go over here and make a vector layer. So when you make a new layer, you're gonna go, instead of clicking the new new raster layer, you're gonna click on new vector layer, right? It's gonna give you a vector layer. The vector layer will then allow you to create vector lines, right? Vector lines. And when you choose the eraser, it's gonna automatically start erasing lines that you don't want. So you're gonna erase these lines here, these intersections, you have like these clean circles. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. The transform flip tool, right? So a lot of people, they like to, kind of like just scale up their artwork. So when you're working on something, you hit Control T, right? The transform tool, and transform tool is cool. You can shrink it, right? Shrink it down, shrink it up, right? You hit OK, and you get that. But I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and put it back to normal. So let's say if you wanna edit your drawing or artwork from a different side. Let's say right now we're looking at like her right side. This is her right side. So I guess it's her left, my right, right? And but let's say if you want to edit it from the other side, so you can hit Control T, right? And you're gonna go over to the tool property on the left side, and you see these icons here. These icons here with the little arrows, kind of like an hourglass. So one of them lets you flip it upside down, and the other one lets you flip it left and right. So we're gonna go ahead and flip it left and right. And as you can see, Sarada, our character here, went and flipped over to the other side. And we're gonna hit it again. She flips over back, and back, and back. And you can go ahead and edit it. So let's say I wanna edit it from this side. I'm gonna hit Control. I'm gonna hit OK. Then I wanna edit. I wanna give her like a earring or something like this, right? I wanna give her an earring. Right, see how it looks, and then I hit Control T again, and then I want to see how it looks from the other side. Wow, she actually doesn't look bad with an earring. Look at that. Look at that earring. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, and then so that is the transform kind of like flip tool, and also you can also flip it upside down. So you flip the left and right. Now if we flip it upside down, it's gonna look something like this. Which I don't know why anybody would want to do this, but I guess I don't know if you're working, I don't know if your character's like doing stunts or something like that, it could be very useful. See, look at that. Flip, 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 and actually you can flip it other side, other side, other side, flip, flip, and okay. So that was pretty fun, right? I had a little fun doing that. So the next one and final one is going to be line thickening, right? So line thickening, and I'm gonna use her nose lines for this example. So for line thickening, you're gonna go all the way down to the if in Clip Studio, the line thickening tool, it should be below the balloon icon, right? So you're gonna click on that, and then you're gonna go over here to the tool properties. No, actually, excuse me. So here in the sub tool, it says correct lines. You're gonna have a bunch of options, right? You're gonna have a bunch of options. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click on adjust line width, right? So that is the brush we're gonna use, the quote-unquote brush we're gonna use, adjust line width, and then you're gonna go to tool property, right? So tool property, adjust line width. So here you have a couple of options. You have thicken lines and narrow lines. So I'm gonna show you right now. So here on her nose, right? We're gonna go to her nose, and we're gonna select thicken, right? So thicken line, and it lets you go, has kind of like this ratio. We're gonna put it at 10.0, right? Basically 10 pixels, and we're gonna like just go over the line, see how it thickens. Now it's not the prettiest line, so we're gonna control back, and then if you change the thickening of it, it thickens a little bit, and I'm gonna increase a little more to like 2.9, and you see it keeps thickening, right? So that's pretty useful. And then if we go over to narrow, we're going to try and narrow the line, and we're going to put the pixels all the way up to 10. We're going to, oh, it erased it. Oh, okay, that's not good. We're going to go over to maybe 3.5. We go over it. See how the line thickens? You see that? Look at that. I'm going to do it one more time so you guys can see. So go over it. Whoop. It narrows the lines. Narrows the lines. Narrows the lines. Wow, look at that. We're gonna go back to show you the difference. Wow. Wait, how come why did it flip? Redo. Okay. And yeah, so those are 3 neat little tricks for Clip Studio. Helps you work efficiently, helps you with your line art, to thicken your line art or narrow your line art, and to erase things much faster, more efficiently. Alright guys, so that is it. These are three tips for Clip Studio Pro for better line art work and to work efficiently, so you can edit your drawings and stuff. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys found this entertaining for your own artwork. And do me a favor, if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to comment below, tell me what you think. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future notifications. It's your boy Andy Arts here at Andy Art Studio, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Godspeed.